All right, so we're going to start here at chapter 3. Hopefully, the audio today is a lot better. I was using my earbuds for audio. I'm not in my office, I'm recording somewhere else. And the earbud audio just wasn't great. I'm using just a laptop audio right now. So hopefully, this sounds better. And okay, so let's jump into Exodus 3, 4, and 5. All right, and hopefully these people leave some information at we can't subscribe, but hopefully we can support them. Hopefully they leave a Patreon like the people that did Genesis. Remember, we're going to Exodus 3 and 5, 3, 4, and 5 for today.
Now Moses was pasturing the flock of his father-in-law Jethro, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the west side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. Then the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a blazing fire. This is also, I think, maybe an NASB version versus the NIV version. And behold,
so it's going to read a tiny bit differently.
Yet the bush was not being consumed. So Moses said,
but that's fine.
I must turn aside and see this marvelous sight, why the bush is not burning up.
When the Lord saw that he turned aside to look, God called to him from the midst of the bush and said,
Moses, Moses.
Here I am.
And he said,
Do not come near here. Remove your sandals from your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground.
Then he said,
I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob.
Then Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God. And the Lord said,
I have certainly seen the oppression of my people who are in Egypt, and have heard their outcry because of their taskmasters, for I am aware of their sufferings. So I have come down to rescue them from the power of the Egyptians, and to bring them up from that land to a good and spacious land, to a land flowing with milk and honey, to the place of the Canaanite, the Hittite, the Amorite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite. And now behold, the cry of the sons of Israel has come to me. Furthermore, I have seen the oppression with which the Egyptians are oppressing them. And now come, and I will send you to Pharaoh, so that you may bring my people, the sons of Israel, out of Egypt.
But Moses said to God,
Who am I, that I should go to Pharaoh, and that I should bring the sons of Israel out of Egypt?
And he said,
Assuredly, I will be with you, and this shall be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you shall worship God at this mountain.
Then Moses said to God,
Behold, I am going to the sons of Israel, and I will say to them, The God of your fathers has sent me to you. Now they may say to me, What is his name? What shall I say to them?
And God said to Moses,
I am who I am.
I am who I am. Come on, somebody.
This is what you shall say to the sons of Israel.
Tell them I am who I am. They asking questions. I am who I am.
God furthermore said to Moses,
Amen.
This is what you shall say to the sons of Israel. The Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has sent me to you. This is my name forever, and this is the name for all generations to use to call upon me.
This is my name forever.
Go and gather the elders of Israel together, and say to them, The Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, has appeared to me, saying, I am indeed concerned about you, and what has been done to you in Egypt. So I said, I will bring you up out of the oppression of Egypt to the land of the Canaanite, the Hittite, the Amorite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite, to a land flowing with milk and honey. Then they will pay attention to what you say, and you with the elders of Israel will come to the king of Egypt, and you will say to him, The Lord, the God of the Hebrews, has met with us. So now please let us go a 3 days' journey into the wilderness, so that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God.
So he's trying to make a deal.
But I know that the king of Egypt will not permit you to go, except under compulsion. So I will reach out with my hand and strike Egypt with all my miracles.
Because I already know he's not trying to play ball.
And after that, he will let you go.
You're gonna have
I
to
will
make
grant
them play
this people
ball.
favor in the sight of the Egyptians. And it shall be that when you go, you will not go empty-handed. But every woman shall ask her neighbor, and the woman who lives in her house for articles of silver, and articles of gold, and clothing. And you will put them on your sons and daughters. So you will plunder the Egyptians.
Then Moses said,
What if they will not believe me or listen to what I say? For they may say, the Lord has not appeared to you.
The Lord said to him,
What is
Like,
that
what
in
if
your
they
hand?
start tripping?
and he said,
A staff.
Then he said,
Throw it on the ground.
so he threw it on the ground, and it turned into a serpent, and Moses fled from it. But the Lord said to Moses,
Reach out with your hand and grasp it by its tail.
so he reached out with his hand and caught it, and it turned into a staff in his hand.
So that they may believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has appeared to you.
The Lord furthermore said to him,
Now put your hand inside the fold of your robe.
so he put his hand inside the fold, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous like snow.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
he said,
Not
Put your
good.
hand inside the fold of your robe again.
so he put his hand into the fold again, and when he took it out of the fold, behold, it was restored like the rest of his flesh.
So if they will not believe you, nor pay attention to the evidence of the first sign, they may believe the evidence of the last sign. But if they will not believe even these two signs, nor pay attention to what you say, then you shall take some water from the Nile and pour it on the dry ground. And the water which you take from the Nile will turn into blood on the dry ground.
Then Moses said to the Lord,
Please, Lord, I have never been eloquent, neither recently nor in time past, nor since you have spoken to your servant. For I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
but the Lord said to him,
It's like
Who
I'm
has
not
made
a
the human
speaker.
mouth? Or who makes anyone unable to speak, or deaf, or able to see, or blind?
This is
Is
good.
it not I, the Lord? Now then go, and I myself will be with your mouth, and instruct you in what you are
Come
to
on.
say.
Lord, be with my mouth. Let
But
me
he said-
say what you want me to say.
Please, Lord, now
This is
send the
good.
message by whomever you will.
Then the anger of the Lord burned against Moses, and he said,
Is there not your brother Aaron the Levite? I know that he speaks fluently, and moreover, behold, he is coming out to meet you. When he sees you, he will be overjoyed. So you are to speak to him and put the words in his mouth, and I myself will be with your mouth and his mouth, and I will instruct you in what you are to do. He shall speak for you to the people, and he will be as a mouth for you, and you will be as God to him. And you shall take in your hand this staff,
He will be as
with
a
which you shall
mouth to
perform the
you,
signs.
which means Aaron will speak for
Then
you.
Moses departed
And you'll be as
returned
a
to his
God to
father-in-law
him
Jethro,
because
and
you'll
said to
speak for
him,
me.
Please let me go, that I may return to my brothers who are in Egypt, and see if they are still alive.
And Jethro said to Moses,
Go in peace.
Now the Lord said to Moses in Midian,
Go back to Egypt, for all the men who were seeking your life are dead.
So Moses took his wife and his sons, and mounted them on a donkey, and returned to the land of Egypt.
So they dead,
Moses
man.
also took the staff of God in his hand, and the Lord said to Moses,
When you go back to Egypt, see that you perform before Pharaoh all the wonders which I have put in your power. But I will harden his heart, so that he will not let the people go. Then you shall say to Pharaoh, This is what the Lord says, Israel is my son, my firstborn. So I said to you, Let my son go, so that he may serve me. But you have refused to let him go.
Let him go,
Behold,
man.
I am going to kill your son, your firstborn.
But it came about at the overnight encampment on the way that the Lord met Moses and sought to put him to death. So Zipporah took a flint and cut off her son's foreskin and threw it at Moses' feet. And she said,
You are indeed a groom of blood to me.
So he left him alone. At that time she said,
You are a groom of blood, because of the circumcision.
Now the Lord said to Aaron, Go to meet Moses in the wilderness. So he went and met him at the mountain of God and kissed him. Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord with which he had sent him, and all the signs that he had commanded him to do. Then Moses and Aaron went and assembled all the elders of the sons of Israel. And Aaron spoke all the words which the Lord had spoken to Moses. He then performed the signs in the sight of the people. So the people believed. And when they heard that the Lord was concerned about the sons of Israel, and that he had seen their affliction, they bowed low and worshipped.
All right. So now we're going to hop into chapter 5.
And afterward Moses and Aaron came and said to Pharaoh,
Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, let my people go, that they may celebrate a feast to me in the wilderness.
But Pharaoh said,
Who is the Lord that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I do not
Who
know
is
the
God?
Lord, and besides, I will not let Israel go.
Then they
Like, who is
said,
God? I'm not worried about
The
God.
God of the Hebrews has met with us. Please let us go a 3 days' journey into the wilderness that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. Otherwise he will fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword.
But the king of Egypt said to them,
Moses and Aaron, why do you draw the people away from their work? Get back to your labors.
Again Pharaoh said,
Look, the people of the land are now many, and you would have them cease from their labors.
So the same day Pharaoh commanded the taskmasters over the people and their foremen, saying,
You are no longer to give the people straw to make brick as previously. Let them go and gather straw for themselves. But the quota of bricks which they were making previously, you shall impose on them. You are not to reduce any of it.
So make
Because
their
they are
work
lazy.
harder.
Therefore then they cry out, Let us go and sacrifice to our God. Let the labor be heavier on the men, and let them work at it so that they will pay no attention to false words.
So the taskmasters of the people and their foremen went out and spoke to the people, saying,
Thus says Pharaoh, I am not going to give you any straw. You go and get straw for yourselves wherever you can find it, but none of your labor will be reduced.
So the people scattered through all the land of Egypt to gather stubble for straw. The taskmasters pressed them, saying,
Complete your work quota, your daily amount, and just as when you had straw.
Moreover, the foremen of the sons of Israel, whom Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten and were asked,
Why have you not completed your required amount either yesterday or today in making brick as previously?
Then the foreman of the sons of Israel came and cried out to Pharaoh, saying,
Why do you deal this way with your servants? There is no straw given to your servants, yet they keep saying to us, Make bricks. And behold, your servants are being beaten, but it is the fault of your own people.
But he said,
You are lazy, very lazy, therefore you say, Let us go and sacrifice to the Lord. So go now and work, for you will be given no straw, yet you must deliver the quota of bricks.
The foreman of the sons of Israel saw that they were in trouble because they were told,
You must not reduce your daily amount out of bricks.
when they left Pharaoh's presence, they met Moses and Aaron as they were waiting for them. They said to them,
May the Lord look upon you and judge you, for you have made us odious in Pharaoh's sight
So
and in the sight of
done
his
a great
servants,
job
to put a sword in their hand to kill
of
us.
making the people hate.
Then Moses returned to the
Moses.
Lord and said,
O Lord, why have you brought harm to this people? Why did you ever send me? Ever since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done harm to this people, and you have not delivered your people at all.
Then the Lord said to Moses,
Now you shall see what I
So he's saying, listen, you know, what's going on with you here? He's saying, listen, what's going on with you here? There is the Pharaoh did a remarkable and incredible job of taking Moses's attempt to allow the people to go and worship and turning it against Moses. So God says, go free the people. Moses comes to go free the people. And then Pharaoh says, I'm not going to, or at least let them go worship. Pharaoh says, I'm not even going to let them go worship. Matter of fact, I'm going to make their work so hard and beat them, and that they, begin to hate you. Now his goal is say, I'm going to beat them so that they don't even worry about this nonsense of going off to worship. Starts to beat them. Now the people that Moses has come to help to ultimately free and let them go worship. And he says, no, these people now hate you. Says, Moses, look what you've done. You done ticked off the Pharaoh. Now the Pharaoh is beating us. He's making our work harder, telling us to make bricks, but not giving us supplies. We have to go find the supplies and then still make the same amount of bricks. It was like, this is ridiculous. And now, Moses now going to God because the people have come to him, and Pharaoh's going to the people. So now Moses is going to God and saying, yo, the people hate me. Pharaoh's not listening to me. What am I going to do? And then we're going to figure out what he's going to do in chapter 6. All right. So that's your reading for the day. Hopefully it blessed you. And I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you read and post in the group.